I'm so afraid that you'll run out of patience. Trust me, I know how it feels to be hopelessly waiting. Sometimes I don't know if I can even change, but I'm still trying. So I'm sorry that you might have to see I'm not flawless. I promise that I'm facing my problems. If I'm falling too fast, will you catch me? Will you catch me before I crash?
like I'm second best, someone that you could forget. Got me drinking that healing, sinking in this feeling. Now you needed time, giving me the sign. you are clear, but you're gonna reveal my dear. Giving me the time, giving me the signs of life.
Got a monster inside of me, you better watch out if your enemy's a road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me, and he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the score, never getting bored. Loves the blood and gold, always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really listen until they feel the force of art. If you start shit, you be hard lived in the darkness, torn apart quick. You left scars ripped, you be chewed up and discarded.
And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. There's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate. And this world ain't right, won't accept it. Negative energy, I expect it. Once it's in your mind, it's infectious. So fight for your life and reject it. You better give me space, I'm protective. My adrenaline spikes when I'm threatened. And if you stay in my way, I'm aggressive. Cause when there's no exit, I'll kill when I'm desperate.
don't kill.
All right. Good evening, everyone, on this splendid Monday, December 30th. Almost a new year. And here to ring it in, we have an expert game for y'all tonight. It is OS Tutelary Tacos versus L7 Blackjack, I believe. So it's gonna be a really fun set of games for y'all to watch tonight from your screens, from your phones, from your computers, from wherever you are, whatever you're doing. I am Aki. I'm joined by Eon, who will be joining us a little later, but he's here, and I will be here, and I will be here to yap about Valorant for however long this takes, which I assume will be a solid an hour and a half, 2 hours. So, I am very excited. Normally this would be the section where I ask Eon about his opinion on these two teams, as I believe he is the expert player, and I am just an apprentice player. But I will have to instead twiddle my thumbs and yap a little more about a tier I'm not in. So, yeah, it's... sometimes... I was in expert for like a week, and then I got moved on to apprentice. Fun times, fun times. Well... Well, are we good to go for map bans? Alright, yeah. So, I'm going to go ahead and executive decision my way through this and start the map bans here shortly. So, just to move things along in the meantime. It's 9 p.m. and I don't wanna be sitting here twiddling my thumbs and yapping at y'all when a lot of people, I assume, most of y'all are tuned in for the games. So, it looks like we should be getting in very soon. Looks like the first ban from OS has come in on Abyss. I'm not familiar with a lot of the pick ban situations. Oh, and it looks like I'm joined by Eon. Hello, Eon.
Hello, how's it going tonight?
How's it going? I'm doing good.
I'm
How about you? Yeah.
Very good. I mean, I'm pretty familiar with these teams here, and I think we're going to see a Haven tonight. That's something that I'm fairly certain on. And the other map is kind of a toss-up. I don't know what it could be, but as these map games will go on, we will end up finding out. As we are waiting for the next one.
Looks like L7's taking their time to pick their second ban. Seems like they're talking it over, while OS has just straight up just done their first ban in a matter of seconds. I was just letting the chat know, Eon, that I am not an expert player, so I have literally no idea. I know some of these players personally from like just being friendly in the VDC community, as VDC people should be, and being all friendly. But I was telling them, like, I don't know nothing. So I just, as an apprentice player, sometimes I see my expert team and I like laugh at them, but that's like about it. So.
Yeah, I mean, two pretty good teams. I mean, L7 has a 4-2 record, and OS has I think, as we will see, a split being banned from L7. I mean, not totally surprising. Yeah, honestly, I think L7, what they want is Haven. They want their Haven played, and OS are not afraid to play it as a team. So, I wouldn't be shocked if OS don't ban Haven here, L7 is gonna pick it. But we're still waiting.
It's now OS's turn to be the one banning. And they are now the ones taking a while, it seems, here.
OS is taking their sweet little time banning this map.
You know what? I'm gonna start reading off the fun facts that the players have put on their media sheet. Alright, so starting with L7. Starting with Cappy, he has written, he loves playing gun game. Thank you, Cappy. I hope you do, considering as you are in a Valorant league playing. Next is Shampoo. He has written, I'm not saying that actually. Next is Cookie, or I Love Jing. Freaking okay. I spin fire. I also played.
We cannot say this. This cannot be said on air. And he's addicted to cat. Well,
Oh
I
my
mean,
God.
on brand for L7. So
These are great. These are so fun facts of fun facts. I wonder what OS's fun facts look like.
all right, and Bomber is he's a chill guy and one trick cipher, our goat, and also has a low taper fade. I mean, this is just an absolute abomination of fun fact.
Oh, they Van Haven.
I know I did ban Haven, so I was incorrect. We don't talk about that, so it's okay. So yeah. I think honestly, what L7 will ban here is probably the Fracture. To be honest, I don't know if they've played it, and I think a lot of teams haven't played it. So I think that's the next ban up.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams, at least in Apprentice, a lot of teams at least tried it once in preseason. But obviously, Expert's different from Apprentice. But
I mean, we tried it once. We still ban it because we haven't really played on it because it was an
That's
experimental
true.
roster. Yeah. I mean, I honestly think at this point we're going to see a Lotus at this point because these two teams, I mean, Lotus is a popular map. As we do see Pearl being banned.
I think that is highly likely.
Yeah, I think Lotus, it's going to be a Lotus and Bind game. Unless someone is brave enough to pick Fracture thinking they have the skills to win it. And I wouldn't be surprised either. I think it's going to be Lotus and then the other maps a toss up.
Lotus and yeah, Lotus and one other. I mean, personally, I wouldn't be too surprised if someone picked Fracture. A lot of them. Oh, okay, the bind pick coming in. Okay, I think Lotus seems a little more probable now. I eat my words almost immediately.
Yeah. I think Lotus is a lot more probable here. And then let's see. Let's bet over under 25 seconds for this pick here.
I don't know. I say under. I believe in OS.
I'm taking the over. All right, 1,
2.
4. This is probably easier to do. Timer 5, 6,
True, yeah.
7, 8.
Alright,
All right, stopwatch now. 10, so 15 more seconds.
Okay.
10 more seconds.
Oh, they picked Fracture.
Fracture.
Oh my God.
Wow, no Lotus. I
And they picked sides already.
am the worst prophet of all time.
Bruh.
Wow, I already picked side.
I'm so smart. I have faith. Anyway, it looks like OS also picked sides for the first map of Bind, which they will start defense, and L7 will start attack. Now up to L7 to pick sides on Fracture, where they will do the
pick
same thing.
defense.
Yeah.
That's defense, correct? Yes.
Yes, it's defense.
The tower is defense. All right, so we will start with Bind on defense for the side of OS.
Correct. Okay. Yeah, we should be
As we
getting
will-
into damage.
Map 1.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, I expect L7 to get off very quickly here. I expect them to just run it down in the first round of the game, and we'll see if that goes true. Because I think L7 have a bit more firepower and could also get away with it. And yeah, I mean, I think this L7 team is a good team, and I think OS has got to shut them down for them, obviously, so they can win. And I think OS can. I mean, if they have some good team play, I think it's very easy to shut down teams at this level. I mean, team play is the biggest differentiator of good and bad teams. So, yeah.
mean, it's still very early on in the season, so my expectations for what'll happen are in any tier really are very low because things change season-wise and like it's still early. So especially in a tier I don't know very well, I'm just kind of here for the ride. I'm just kind of here to yap for a few hours, have a good time.
As we will be getting into agent selects.
Yeah, we should be getting into Agent Select shortly, hopefully. Holy.
As we will be starting shortly.
Alright. Alright. Hopefully we will finally be getting into the Agent Select soon. After some confusion with the teams.
And we will get into
Yep.
map number 1
go.
on blind.
Yay!
I think we're going to see some standard compositions here from L7 and OS. I mean, actually, OS might pull out some wildcard stuff here.
I think it'd be
If they're-
really
if they're
fun.
ta-
They played a Harbor. Ooh, okay. Nah, I'm down. I'm down. Game.
Harper Roulette.
Click OS are not doing anything fancy though. Yeah. It seems like a pretty standard comp for a bind.
Oh, we love replication in VDC here.
Yes. 5 harbors.
Yay. I mean, I'm genuinely curious to see if this Harbor Roulette does go through. I mean, there's no way it does. I mean, if they do it, they are selling their game.
If they do it,
But-
I would love to watch that, but I highly doubt they actually go through it. It's probably one of
I would
the
love to
things-
watch it, but I also would hate to watch it because they'd all lose.
Oh, it looks like
Oh, a Yoru lock.
yeah, a lock into a Yoru from Cappy or
Cappy's
Fantastic.
throwing here. Cappy's throwing here, I think. His Yoru's very bad. I'm joking.
Oh, a Vice? Oh, never mind. Oh, and
Mhm.
it's lock A standard comp, which I think
A
is
standard comp, yeah.
almost a mirror. Yeah.
Almost a mirror, it's just instead of the fade and it's a Yoru. I mean, I think this Yoru is a wild card here.
Yeah.
And if the Yoru can pay off, I mean, it's going to be a very good game. If it doesn't pay off, it's going to look ugly. But yeah, as we will get into this map number 1 very shortly. I think
Hoorah.
what L7 has to do is set the pace here. If they set the pace here, they'll have no problem keeping control of this game. And I think the attack side on this map is advantaged. So I think honestly, if they can set the pace, getting those first picks like Cookie always does, and just keep getting those early proactive fights, I think it's going to be very hard for OS to stop them. But if OS can set the pace and shut down the hits from L7, I think it's going to be a really bad game for L7. I think whoever takes the first half is going to take the game. Whoever takes it decisively, I'll say.
I agree. I mean, L7 looks like they have an attacker-sided comp, and OS have a more traditional comp, which would, in this case would favor a defense-sided situation. So whichever team does better on the first half, I think definitely sets the tone for the entire game. Yeah, I mean, double initiator versus double duelist. We'll see who prevails. I mean, Yoru could technically be treated more like an initiator. He does have flashes. And his ult is
He also has the
very good.
TPs, which can help you on defense too, getting across the map if need be on the weak side of the map, and I think that could help too. But also the proactivity that comes with Yoru could help on defense. As this game is taking years to load,
Ah,
I apologize for the
Someone's gonna
technical
post there.
difficulties. I mean, it's Cappy. We already know this. His internet,
What the freak?
his internet's a running hamster.
First he locks Yoru, then it takes years. First an age. Oh, never mind. I lied. We are in. We're in
As
the
we
game.
complain, we are in the game.
we summoned that into the game. Alrighty. Alright.
As unfortunately, we have a player not connected to the game.
Ah, wonderful. Is it Cappy? No, it's Bomber. Well, there we go.
As we will have a quick timeout, or not timeout, quick time to discuss
Pause.
things.
Yeah.
And yes, it looks like side of L7 is looking towards this B-ish side with the Yoru playing showers. I mean, this is the typical way to play Yoru.
There.
Yeah. It's fairly standard. It looks like Bomber has loaded in the meantime, just like waiting for the readies from both teams.
All right, as this game,
Alright. Hopefully we shall commence loading in soon.
as they're just waiting for one team's ready approval.
Ah, yes. I love seeing a brimstone on my screen while we wait for the OKs to come in. Looks like the R's are coming in. So we should be good to be unpausing the match timer soon.
There it is. It will be.
There we go. And we should be live very soon, as in like literally right now. So we'll get a skyblind through the TP early, I assume for info, but the enemies, but it looks like they'll be going up long. They'll see the sky and Azza in garden. She'll elect to back off. A lot of L7 is going to go up garden. They've had garden. They have long, and the hit is coming in.
Got the read. They've got the read.
The round has started. They're in. Oh my god, Cookie will take down the first one in Hazard. That's the Cypher, that's a site open, and the bomb will be down for the attackers. The only one here that is nearby is Azza, and looks like she's waiting for her team. Keeping it nice and steady. But it looks like L7s are getting proactive. They're going for elbow space. They're going to crunch Azza, and she's gonna fall, but it looks like the remaining OS members, yeah, all three of them? All three of them are all in hookah, and
Bring them down.
that
They don't have anyone on site.
It looks like one of one is back site. We'll get full blinded, but we'll get taken out. Two rats will take Bardo, but it's all up to Spence. We'll get the ding on one, but we'll get immediately traded onto Bomber. L7 takes the pistol round in rather decisive fashion.
I mean, a great round here in L7. I mean, Cappy with a showers play, able to bait the 3 into thinking that they have heavy presence there, and TPing immediately towards that B site with the info that 3 people are there. I mean, that's a beautifully executed round. You knew that the weak side was B with all your numbers towards that side. I mean, it's an easy execute, got the first blood, and then it was round over from then.
Absolutely. But it looks like we'll be heading into the second round here. L7 will buy up Bulldog Stingers, a lot of SMGs. Well, OS looks like hopefully look to be taking closer angles. A lot of short control for OS, but the only one who's nearby is, I believe, Cappy, who's working his way up showers. I don't think he hears anything, but he does know that there's commotion outside of short. But meanwhile, everyone else on L7 has running to outside. I eat my words. Hold on a second. They're all grouped up outside of hookah, outside of short. I'm not sure if Spence heard any of the commotion outside short, but he's about to peek into several of them. We'll get taken down for over peeking for his troubles by the Yoru. The hit will come into A. The only one nearby will be one of one with the classic in U-Haul. Will he manage to take down anything? We'll get one. We'll get immediately traded though by Cookie. I think. Well, has managed to get the trade? No, he will not, and he is 33 HP. He's very low. We'll manage to get some tag damage onto Cappy, but
Last player standing.
Cappy with a 3K. All up to Azza. The cutest crosshair I've ever seen, actually. But all up to her.
Spike planted.
Looks like the bomb will go down. She's got U control, but not much else, and everyone else on L7 are grouped up together. They don't want to really. Oh, gets the dink onto Bardo. We'll manage to get a stinger. We'll get healed back up, but.
Oh wow.
Ooh.
I mean, a lot of damage. A lot of
Yeah.
damage.
Oh,
I mean,
Anyone have
two
any speed?
two guns
I
down.
adapted my
A
fingers.
lot of shield broken. I mean, this is good
Multiple
eco damage
fingers.
from the side of OS, and I mean, if they can keep having rounds like that where aggressive plays are being done with the guns, I mean, this is promising. I mean, this could be a closer game. But I mean, L7 already have the Yoru ult on round 2. I mean, that is a very dangerous sight to be seeing for the side of OS. And yeah, I mean, if that Yoru ult comes in, it could get really dangerous for this team on their bye round.
Meantime, it
There.
looks like L7 will be going for a really fast B hit. 4 long, sorry, 1 outside hookah.
Who's
in
next?
Cappy. Looks like the Yoru will be going in through hookah. He'll be clearing out into close corners. No one will be there, but he will likely spot the Cypher on site. Will manage to take out Hazard and TP out safely. I believe he didn't get the gun, but he did get the kill on site. That is the site wide open for L7. The bomb will go down. Bomb will manage to get that trip down.
Spike planted.
Bomb is down. The trip will get him. Bomber will manage to take another stinger. Ozza will get one. We'll tag Cookie as well. But what is their OS can't do? The remaining people
Where
are
are you?
CT.
Fights, dude, the fight is almost too hard to retake here.
Yeah,
Bring them
the trip's
down.
not there. The trip's not there, but they're being held by so much utility that Brim Smoke is keeping them out of sight, and it seems like OS are going to elect for a save. They,
No choice but to save here.
yeah. Yep. Looks like L7 will also make their exits in the meantime. A very clean 3rd round on their bonus.
Very good round from L7. I mean, that Yoru ult again got them that first blood, and then afterwards it was just the site crumbled because that's the Cypher down. There's no more trips up, so Azza had to fall off of site, unfortunately. And I mean, the B retake, especially while down numbers, is just so difficult. There's not really much chance for you to get back on there. So, and especially if you get another kill, which side of L7 did get right after, it was just round over there, unfortunately. So yeah,
Yeah,
that forces OS back onto a save, but with 2 rifles in the hands of Spence and 2 rats.
See, L7 is going for another B hit for now. Looks like Cappy tried to make a little noise elsewhere, but TP'd back to his team outside hookah. Looks like the dog will come in. They'll be going for a little bit of a slower hit than they were the last round. Going for
We
the
got a
dog.
flash tag, so I mean, Azza still thinks there's someone here.
Looks like Azza still. The Raise Nade should be able to destroy some. Never mind. The nade does not destroy anything. So both trips are still up, and there
No,
are
both
3.
trips are input
that are
trips.
low. Yeah. So the Skyblind will come in. The hit will likely come in shortly with the Brim Smokes as well. Ozza will get taken down in the smoke by Cookie. Shampoo will manage to take down
Spike down B.
Spence. Hazard will get 1 on site, but Shampoo will trade him almost immediately. Again, it is a 2v4. This is almost the exact same
Spike
scenario as it was
planted.
last round. Last 2 people, OS and CT. Cameras there. Everyone on site. At this point, if OS even try to go anywhere near site, they're going to get almost. Oh, how did I say that? 1-on-1 takes one down with the Sheriff.
Gotcha.
Takes down another one in Bomber. These shots are insane. Sees the
Last player
reload.
standing.
Oh, but he gets immediately traded by Shampoo eventually. Look at Durant's like to save the Phantom once more. Wow. These B sites are really decisive on 07, and looks like OS hasn't come up for an answer for them quite yet.
Yeah, and 2 rats electing to save, but that might have cost them the round. If 2 rats was there, the trade could have been there on Shampoo, or yeah, Shampoo. Shampoo was the one on site, correct? Yeah, it could have been traded, and that could have been a round 1 there, unfortunately. But I mean, the foresight there is hard to come up with, and like, honestly, saving the rifle isn't something so bad, anyways. But I mean, it could have won them the round 2, which is a little bit unfortunate for the side of OS, because 1 of 1, or Kissy, had a lot of very good shots that could have brought them back into the round.
Yeah, those are some nice Sheriff shots.
You know what to do.
It's really unfortunate that OS still lost a round, but still nice shots regardless. Looks like we'll be heading into the 5th round here, as it looks like more of a default setup here. All spread out. Looks like a Brim Smoke will come in early for the orb. managed. It will be grabbed for the defenders, but they will back up almost immediately. The smoke does prevent the attackers from pushing any further. It looks like the Skybline wasn't able to give them any space. But it looks like the bomb will be starting to head over to A, which is possibly into hazard setup if you're not careful. But it looks like Cappy will be maybe aware of this. Might have heard the camera go on off a few times.
Yeah,
But
I feel like there's been a lot of proactivity from the side of OS. Now they're hitting safe side.
Oh, but what a shot from Cappy onto T-Rex in heaven. The showstopper will come in. You is in the hands of the attackers, and so is backside. Yeah, A site is squarely in the hands of L7. The bomb will go down. Looks like L7 starting to set up post plant. OS are here for the retake though. Looks like Smets will be going from heaven. Vision will come in through. Cappy with showers. Looks like Skydog will come in as well. Looks like it's just standard post plant. See if anything can. Ozza and 1-of-1 both getting kills, but Shampoo managed to get trade onto 1-of-1. Spence will get a kill onto Bardo though. It is now a 2v2. This is the closest round in our post round ever, and Ozza will manage to get down Bomber. It is all up to Shampoo. But it looks like
Impressive wiring.
but it's coming down to the wire, and I'm not sure. Even with a Brimley coming in, even though it doesn't land, Shampoo's shots do. That is a 5th round after that clutch for the attackers.
This is a disastrous start from the side of OS, unfortunately. But I mean, that was a close round, and yeah, as the time will be coming in. But I mean, yeah, Shampoo staying ice cold there, not peeking because he knew that that would be a tap, and it was. So I mean, Spence not having half there, really unfortunate for his team, because even if he got that kill, he would not have won that round. But yeah, honestly, it was good proactivity from OS getting that orb there, but that smoke was way too far deep. If one of L7's members stayed really far, they could have easily beheaded some of those people behind that smoke. But that proactivity forced L7 to make a reaction into an A site where they could rotate to and stack the site, and I think that was a really good reaction. But unfortunately, they just couldn't win the fight on site, and they couldn't win the post plant, even though that they had the man advantage at one point, or they had the numbers advantage at one point, and they couldn't convert. And I think that's just simple mistakes, and those can be fixed very, very simply with good team play.
Yeah, I mean, we're starting to see the corrections come out from OS. I mean, that last run by itself, getting numbers advantage and even being even numbers, I'd say, is a lot better of a showing than it has been in the first couple of rounds, especially with it being like 2v4s. Like, they were always down numbers and in post plants in weird situations. So it's definitely a good start for OS in terms of their corrections, it looks like. Hopefully, this will be an upward correction that leads to a round win. But it looks like Turas will manage to find one outside of Showers. That is info gain, but might have been on the York clone. But regardless, it is still good info for the defenders. But it looks like L7 are still going to opt to keep it slow, keep their options open for the time being. See if OS try and get proactive, which for the time being it doesn't look like they are.
Your ult gained for the side of L7 here. Cappy with that your ult now.
The last time this happened, well, side got taken in about 2 seconds by the attackers, but it looks like that Skyblind will keep most of 3 of the defenders on A, but it looks like they're going for a B hit. Grouped outside of Long, grouped outside of Hookah. 1-of-1 might be cognizant to some pressure. Will back away after hearing that your ult, but that does leave Azza on site. And it looks like she will die from at least something. Bomber will manage to get 2 with an Odin. That opens up the site for the attackers. They
two rats, what a
get
shot.
Cappy through the smoke though. I think the Fate Scan got him, but for the time being, the site is still in the hands of the attackers. The bomb will get down. The site is still squarely in the hands of L7, but it looks like the spam will come in. 2 kills are 2 kills for L7 and 1 for OS. So let's see what they do. Looks like they're just starting to spam. L7 in the meantime are just playing their post plants. Hazard will swing out a little too early. Will get taken down. 2 rats falls in quick succession. All up to Spence with a Marshall in elbow. will, well, unfortunately his shots will go wide, but Shampoo's will not. And it looks like Cookie will be there to clean up the kill right afterward. A 6th round for the attackers.
It was looking promising for OS. If OS has guns there, I think that round is completely winnable. Because, I mean, the amount of Sheriff shots that were hit. The headshot, Bomber 5 HP, Shampoo, no, not Shampoo, Cookie hit really hard. I think, and they now have 5 ults here on this defense side. I mean, this could be where they get themselves on the board. And we have to remind ourselves that Bind is the most attack-sided map in the game. Even though people do believe it's one of the 3-site maps, but I think Bind is the most attack-sided map in the game in team play. So yeah, I mean...
Yeah, but it looks like in the meantime, they'll be going for an aggressive Showers play outside Showers. The Showers control is theirs, and it looks like that dog will manage to spot out the lone attacker in Cappy at the meantime, who will manage to TP away to his teammates in short. But OS have given up short control in conjunction to shower control. See how this goes. Looks like OS are trying to explore their options a little more outside of Showers.
I've got your trail.
They're certainly not Showers, but could they be somewhere else? And that somewhere else, for them at least, seems to be B, as most of L7 have congregated outside of Hookah and Long in the meantime, looking for another standard B hit. Smokes will come in from these defenders, and Hazard is there to receive. That's a his cage, it seems. But seems like
feels like OS is has no info here.
Yeah, but it seems like, but L7 will actually be going to the site that more defenders are on. Cookie will manage to spot out 2 rats. Will manage to get the kill onto her after
30 seconds left.
But Spence will, unfortunately, his rocket will go wide. Looks like L7 have at least the control of front site. OS is, however, already here at the time being. Looks like Bomber will get tagged to half HP. That is good damage. Spence will manage to get 1. Will get immediately traded by Shampoo. Bomb will go down. It is a 2v4. Make that a 1v4. All up to Hazard. Fortunately, after a fairly decisive A hit after some time, looks like Shampoo will take down him from heaven. Holy.
Here.
Yeah, a beautiful round from L7, but OS had the read that was a fake. I mean, they had the read, even though they were starved for info. I mean, I don't know where that read came from, but I mean, it was a good one at that. I think it might have been because of Hazard's ships not being broken. That was a huge indicator. But, I mean, honestly, I think the ults were used a little too early there. You have to wait till they're on site and they can't fall off till they were used. But yeah, I mean, another crucial buy round loss, unfortunately.
But it looks like one dog will be put onto that. Good shots from Spence to take down Cappy early into the round. That is an early pick. That's the first time really that's come down for the defenders. That locks out Showers for the attackers for the time being. That looks like they'll try to go for that gun, but it looks like there'll be an altercation outside of Showers. Bardo will manage to take down 1 of 1, trying to go for going for the Vandal. 2 rats might be sticking around also to try and get the gun, but in the meantime, it seems as if Bardo will take the bomb, might be going back to A, likely to contest anyone else trying to get the gun in 2 rats. We'll take down 2 rats in the time being. Looks like A. And it looks like L7 have probably made their way back to A, and will be likely going for an A hit. Dog will come out. Hazard will manage to take down Cookie, trying to come in through B. They will see the info that everyone else is on A, and the routines will come in shortly.
I know exactly where
Spence will get taken down by Bomber. Site is L7's. However, a 2v3 is better than a 2v4, which is what has happened a lot for OS in the previous rounds. And Hazard does have a Vandal, so I would not count the round out quite just yet. Looks like Bardo's ready for them. They're ready. They're playing post plant. They're chilling. Looks like OS in the meantime will group up. They'll make their way back site for the time being. Walking. Cleared, at least, I believe they might have heard one outside of U, so Cage will come in.
Last player
Oh,
standing.
but they don't expect Bomber outside of U. That Skyblind will be good for a full blind. Rats will get 1, but will get immediately shot in the back by Shampoo. An 8th round for the attackers, and it's starting to look one-sided heavily. Heavily.
I mean, it was a save round from the side of OS. I mean, it wasn't that bad with 2 picks. I mean, if only those 2 picks would matter and be an indicator of how they would perform in rail rounds, which unfortunately hasn't been. Because I mean, these eco rounds have been pretty good for the side of for the side of OS, but they haven't been able to win a round yet. And I think they have to get themselves on the board with this round, or else they're in a lot of trouble on this defense half.
It looks like the Skyblend will come in for info.
Here.
It will tag 2. But Spence will manage to get the first kill onto Cappy outside showers. It looks like OS are starting to warm up to this showers. We'll manage to get Bardo as well. That is a 5v3 for the attackers. This is I think the best odds I've seen for OS this entire time. The race, however, it also seems like a lot of indications are coming in that it is being hit though. It looks like Hazard will manage to get
One
Bomber.
enemy
It's a
remaining.
5v1
Spike
for OS.
down B.
And it's all up to Shampoo, who's been shooting well, but is it good enough for a 1v5? I don't think so. I mean, there we go. We'll get one onto 1 of 1, but we'll get immediately traded by Asa. And OS
Very
finally get
clean round. Very clean round
Now
too.
just dig in
It's
and
a
climb
good
up.
round. I mean, they can keep this going here. They have the opportunity to keep this by up till next round with only 1 rifle going down. They still have 2 ults. 2 ults that could get them a lot of info. This Fate ult and this Sky ult, that's their keys to this win. If they are starved of mid-round info, they need to rip the Sky ult or the Fate ult if they're sitting in the main, and quickly find it out where these players are. And that's the key to victory here.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Spence getting 2 kills in the last round are indicative of how OS plans to hopefully swing some more rounds in their favor. Looks like they'll try going for some hookah presence this time. It won't work as well in their favor. The Skydog will manage to clear hookah as well as hit that Cypher trip. Won't get taken out for now, but Spence will push back onto the site. The angles are no longer aggressive. The closest one now is Hazard in Garden, but it's, yeah, I mean, the round is still early, so we're not quite sure what else they're going to do yet. They are the bomb is outside B, but they are also next to the TP2A, so who knows? But it seems like they want to go for an A hit, but one of them will manage to get the first kill onto Bomber, a 5v4 for the defenders. In the meantime, the triple come in, and so will the Skyblind. Looks like Bardo and Shampoo will get locked out of B long for the time being, but it seems like the rest of the attackers want to be working up short. They will be going into 1 of 1's crosshair though. Oh, the timing on that though. Will get taken out right after 9.
30 seconds left.
That timing is crazy, but the smokes will come in. Looks like Shiraz will be the only one here to receive for the time being. Looks like she might have to back up. Oh, we'll get full blinded by the lower close. And we'll get taken out by Cappy. It is a 3v4. This is a variable winnable round for OS. Hazard will manage to get Shampoo trying to jump back to short, likely playing post plant. Looks like they've got the Seekers. The Seekers will,
Good ult. Good ult.
Good ult. So it looks like they'll be going in. Hazard will get a second onto Bardo. And they are fully aware of both of the remaining members of L7.
Last player standing.
Ooh, but it looks like both remaining L7. We'll manage to get 1, but Cookie will be there for the immediate trade. That was a very good try from OS, but unfortunately,
Unfortunately, unable to get convert the man's advantage again. I mean, it's unfortunate. Numbers advantage and still losing that round. I mean, honestly, OS needs to get these last 2 rounds, and I think these last 2 rounds are so crucial as to how they will perform on offense. I think offense is much easier in this map. But I mean, you should be winning these 3v2s, unfortunately. But I mean, some good spray transfers from L7 are just preventing them from winning these.
But it looks like Cappy has the dimensional drift again. He'll be able to clear out fairly quickly. A lot of ults will come in, and it looks like Spence will be forced into a corner. Will get taken out from the behind by Cappy. And the only one here is Azza, but how much can she do against all of this util? Not a lot. That triple hit Hazard will get spammed through smoke by Bomber as a result. Looks like the Fatal will come in. Unfortunately, it looks like the Fatal will hit the clone, so the dog will be wasted there, but it seems like 3v5. The Fate ult is live right now, so whoever got tagged cannot currently hear. But as this made it to elbow, we'll manage to backstab 1. It is a 2v3. This is a very winnable round for the
Last player
defenders,
standing.
but it's all up to Az. Bomber manages to spam one through the smoke. We'll manage to get one more onto Cappy, but we'll get traded by Shampoo. It is a 10th round for the attackers.
Last round in the half.
I mean, it's an unfortunate half for L7, for OS, sorry. Well, I'm very fortunate for L7, but they will take a second timeout, which I feel like is a little bit too late at this point, because you have one round. I mean, at this point, you might as well go to the next half, because, I mean, that's where you're going to make your difference. You've got to win the pistol, you've got to win the bonus, probably, and then you've got to win a lot of these buy rounds. I think there's going to need to be very heroic performance from all these OS members if they want to win this game. I mean, it's a poor start for them, but I think they can bounce back in the second half and put some rounds on the board. But yeah, I think also this result is super crucial for the victory here, because their guns aren't going to be incredibly good. And that result is if that result is able to get that first pick, that is a gun for the team, and more importantly, it will put the eco balance in their favor, or at least more towards their favor.
Yeah.
And obviously put the numbers in their favor as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we talk a lot about what OS could be doing, could be correcting in terms of L7, but let's talk about how well L7 is doing. I mean, Cookie 13-5, Shampoo is 12-3, and Cappy is 12-8. I mean,
they're playing very well.
They are playing very well, and everyone on L7 works well together. And
yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good team play that prevent these retakes from happening as well.
Looks like the clone will get caught by the dog once more. However, Shower's control is squarely in the hands of the defenders. This is something that has worked for them before, so they said why not do it again. Looks like they'll be contesting outside Shars for now. Oh, we'll get spammed through the smoke. One will get spammed through the smoke trying to go for the orb. TPs will come in from L7, and it seems like they'll be going for that A hit.
Beautiful combo.
Cookie, yeah. Beautiful combo. But it looks like one of the TP, but the rest are outside, out short at this point. OS might have Shower's control, but that's about it. And if Shampoo takes down 2 rats, that Shower's control is almost non-existent. The only one here left is Spence with a stinger. If he's not able to do anything, well, the round will not get stabilized. Yeah, it's a 2v4.
Player standing.
Hazard will manage to get some good damage onto, but at the end of the day, Shampoo gets another 3k to close up the round.
I mean, if that's a Phantom in the hands of Azza, I mean, that is a 2k spray down. But unfortunately, it is a Spectre. But I mean, I think OS can do some damage on this round. Bind is super attack sided, and I mean, if they keep trading each other off, if they trade each other off, it will be a great attack half for them. But I mean, L7, I haven't seen them on this defense side. It'll be interesting to see how they can answer this, as they are looking towards Shower, a little bit like OS did to them the first round. So it'll be interesting to see how this half plays out.
I mean, it is an uphill battle for OS. They are 10 rounds behind, and L7 are only going to need 2 rounds in order to close out this first map of Bind. And it seems like they want to get it over with quickly, with a lot of control over Showers. Looks like the dog will come through, the smoke will come through as well. Looks like they're not letting go of the Shower's control, and if they're not careful, that Raise Nade will be good for a lot of chip damage. Ozza will manage to get Cookie, but Bardo will get both 1-of-1 and Ozza in return. Spence will get tagged down to 22 HP, trying to fight Cappy. Will manage to take down Spence after a few whip shots. To wrestle manage to get Bardo. It is a 2v3.
1 enemy remaining.
But Shampoo will manage to get
rapid Shower.
And all up to Hazard, 4 HP, and unfortunately getting taken out, putting L7 on their match point.
Wait, no, not wrapping Shower, sorry. They had Shower control, unfortunately. Shiraz getting shot in the back, but I mean, it's an unfortunate round. The Shower's spray transfer was very, very good from the side of L7. Bardo with a very important kills. I mean, if he dies there, that site hit looks completely different right there. And Bardo winning the round for them, I believe, because that was a great play that saved them the round, arguably.
But it looks like both teams will be buying up whatever guns they can. I mean, OS don't really have a choice in this matter. If they lose this round, it's GG's for map 1, so looks like they'll be going for a 5-man hit through showers. And it looks like they'll be going... Oh my god. Getting a collide with the buggy, and Bardo will get a third onto 2 rats. The bomb is down, and the last 2 are locked out of sight. Actually, no, never mind. They're locked out of getting the bomb. The bomb is very open. But it seems like Ozza will get some good damage onto Bardo outside of showers. The blind will come in as well, but everyone.
So they get one.
Hazard gets one. Will manage to get a second with the stinger, and so will Ozza will get one. Will manage to get one more onto Cookie. It's all up to Bomber in a matter of seconds. Ozza and Hazard have managed to turn around this round for OS. Looks like they have the bomb, and it looks like they want to. Looks like they're.
They aware? Are they aware?
One enemy remaining.
Bomber will get Hazard, and he is aware that Ozza is nearby, but it seems like Ozza will elect to TP. However, she will have to deal with Bomber strips.
30 seconds left.
She'll manage to jump over the hookah trip. Bomb will go down rather safely.
Scripts give Bomber a lot of info as to where Ozza is playing, though.
Yeah, but Ozza also knows where Bomber's playing. So. Okay. Looks like it's a win. It's all up to this, and Ozza will get the 3K.
Beautiful eco round. I mean, a good force from the side of OS. I mean, it's do or die. You have to do it. And I mean, it paid off. Yeah, Ozza and Hazard. What was that? 2v4, I believe.
2v4, yeah.
2v4. Yeah, it was a great 2v4. Both getting their picks, and then Ozza getting Cookie afterwards with the Outlaw. Can't beat the run and gun with an Outlaw, unfortunately. So that basically buys them another round in this game, and with the gun advantage here for the first time, it seems all game, except for the first bonus round. It'll be interesting to see what they do here.
Absolutely. I mean, the last time Cappy had a Bucky, though, he managed to get 2 in one shot, so hopefully that doesn't happen again for OS. So it looks like 1-on-1 will get Bardo, will get immediately traded with the Sheriff by Shampoo. Now, do they know that this Bucky is here? They certainly do now. Looks like that touch will come in. Will get Spence, will be traded by 2 rats, who will manage to also get Bomber in the meantime. As will manage to get Cookie, but will get traded out by Shampoo. It is yet again another 1v1, 2 rats versus Shampoo, and they are...
Yeah, no idea.
But the timing!
Shampoo had no idea.
Wow.
I mean, a really close round here. Every round seems like a fight, a really good fight, and just absolute chaos of the 3-man push-up shower from the side of L7 that almost won them that round. I mean, got them a couple guns, and then that can get really dangerous and snowball out of control. But OS staying alive narrowly from that round, and they have to keep winning these rounds, and winning that eco is huge. But now, can they convert this round with slightly worse guns?
It's more or less even, as you said. The L7 does seem to have slightly better guns in this scenario, but is by no means a barrier to another round win, hopefully, for the attackers of OS here. They'll have Showers control, but it looks like a lot of L7 have already rotated here. Not sure if that is OS's plan to make sound, or if to... Yeah, it looks like they're resetting their options. So L7, they will spread out into a more standard 2-3 setup for the time being. They've heard a little
More
noise,
importantly, that cam was broken. I mean, that was a huge amount of info. That's all broken now, which is very good for the side of OS.
In the meantime, it looks like they're electing to group up side of B. Looks like for now it'll be a B hit with a lot of hookah presence. 3 hookah too long for now. That I will signal at least some motion going on. Looks all up to Bomber with an Odin for now. Oh, it looks like a lot of L7 has rotated over at this point. Looks like that Fade Utility has gotten them to come in, but Spence is in the site. Will get spammed down by the Odin after getting tagged. Shampoo will get fun
30 seconds
onto Tourette's as well. Will manage to get traded out by Hazard. Now, are they? Bomb will go down in a safe plant, but L7 have OS surrounded. Everyone from OS is in tube currently, and if they do, that is all the space they have currently. And that's not a lot of space to have. It's all up to Azza with so little HP, but it looks like that is a wrap on game 1 instead.
I mean, beautiful Yoru ult from the side of L7. Cappy getting into long. We're noticing there's no players, so everywhere on that site was just suffocated and no chance for OS to recover from that. Stuck in tube, and it's just brutal way to finish out the map. But I mean, very well played from L7. OS can definitely bounce back on this map of Fracture. This Fracture map is very untested by a lot of teams. Yeah, OS needs to respond swiftly if they want to win this round, because I mean the momentum is clearly inside of L7 right now.
I mean, absolutely. As we pointed out at the beginning of Bind, whoever won the first half would go on to rather dominantly win the game, was our prediction, and indeed, L7 were up, I believe. What was it, 10-2, 11-1?
It was 11-1, yeah. Unfortunately,
11-1.
it was 11-1 half, very decisive half.
So, yeah, and they went on to win 13-3. Very well played. Shampoo, Cappy, and Cookie all at the top of the leaderboard, all played very well. Bomber and Bardo also with the supportive utility for sure. I mean, as you said, going into Fracture, I think Fracture's a map that not a lot of teams really know how to play. Or, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's been out of the rotation for so long that teams just, I mean, players just don't know how to play it properly. But it'll be interesting to see how these teams have been practicing on that map, because I mean, this is it's up for grabs here. So, and whoever takes this map will take the second map. I don't know what I just said there, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, taking the second map is hugely important for OS. It would give them another win to their tally, and it would set them up for success in the season. And so would L7. Getting another 2-0 would put them at 6-2, which would put them in a very good position to make the playoffs during the season.
Absolutely. But for the meantime, we will be taking a brief break for 5 minutes just to give a break for everyone, and we will see you soon on Fracture.
wake up to the sound of thunder, like a whisper in my ear. Are you gonna wait forever? I can see the stars reflecting, the empty towers made of steel. Everything but you is fading. I see your light, take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up, you got me falling free into eternity. When you tear up my horizon.
Welcome back to VDC Match Day 4. Tonight we have on OS versus L7. A quick recap of Map 1. L7 took the map decisively, I believe 13 to 3 or 13 to 4. I believe it was 13 to 4. Or no, 13 to 3.
Yeah.
13-3. I mean, L7 were firing on all cylinders here. All 5 of them were having very good games. I mean, even the ones that weren't fragging were supporting the team properly, applying pressure everywhere on the map. I feel like OS can definitely make a comeback here. All they have to do is take this map, which is kind of a wild card, because Fracture has not been played very much by any of the teams in Expert or in many tiers of VDC at this point. I feel like I don't know. I don't know how much teams have scrimmed on this map, but it'll be interesting to see what comps come out and how the teams will look on this map.
Yeah, I mean, I am a firm believer of that Fracture is not really any sided map of a map right currently. I mean, we touched on this earlier, but it's a map that isn't even in the competitive map rotation right now, so the only way that any VDC players would have exposure to it would be through match days or through scrims currently. So it is definitely a map that could go either way. It really just depends on how well the teams coordinate and if everyone's able
the
to
strategy is
turn on
important
cylinders.
here.
Yeah.
I feel like the rusty player on whoever has the rustiest players on Fracture will lose this game. So, and I think most of the people played it in preseason because, why not? But in the season, I think a lot of teams have strayed away from it, and it'll be interesting to see finally that a team is going to play this.
Yeah, I mean, in Apprentice, obviously, different tier, a lot of teams have had some exposure to it. Obviously, as I said before, any exposure would be in customs, because, again, it is not a map currently in the competitive map rotation. But, who knows what these teams could pull out in terms of comps, in terms of strats. So, I'm very excited to see what these teams cook up on their respective teams.
Yeah, I mean, it's all for the taking, so be interesting to see what these team comps look like, as we will be getting into this game shortly after someone comes back. But yeah, I mean, I think if L7 carry the momentum through that bind map, I think it'll be a fairly easy win. But the question is, can they? But OS need to put an end to that momentum early. If they can win this pistol round, and perhaps even win the bonus, they don't need to, but if they win the round after that, I feel like if they get 3 of the 4 first rounds, the momentum for L7 is gone, and they can really start leading the game from the driver's seat. And at that point of the game, I think they just have to keep controlling the game, controlling the pace of the game, and seeing what they can do on this attack side.
I think my biggest concern for OS especially is that a 3-13 map is never an easy one to play through. Getting beat by that much of a margin will do a number on anyone's mental. So
Yeah.
hopefully they're able to reset their mentals before the second game. Tell themselves, new game, new them. And hopefully we will see them be a little more successful on those pistols, be a little more successful with their team play. And
Yeah, I feel like
hope for it.
that's why if they recover, I mean, it's good. It's a very good outcome for them. But if they haven't recovered, it's gonna be a rough one for them. And I hope they've recovered so we can have some good VDC match day action tonight.
Absolutely. In the meantime, we are still twiddling our thumbs, waiting for both teams to be fully ready for the second map. Should I read off? Should I read off more fun facts for chat?
Yeah, this is OS's turn now. I'll do it.
All right, bet.
All right, now Hazard is the Sentinel player for OS. He's a rookie and extremely aggressive Cypher main, and apparently a top 5 group player in Marvel Rivals. And we've got 2 rats here. The most interesting girl in the world, Grammy-nominated artist, and 5 times Olympic bronze medal in curling. How true that is, I have no idea. I mean, if that's true, I mean, that is a very good story. Spence is the IGL on Duelist, and he says that he should be an apprentice player and would rather be playing CS. I mean, there's nothing stopping you, Spence. Anyway, sorry. And a 2-time national skee ball champion. What even is skee ball? I have no idea. And a top 25 NA Fortnite ballistics player. Alright, and as we will be getting into this map 2 here on Fracture, and let's go with Azza, or Azaleaholic, as the pronunciation is supposed to be. It says, you could call me Azza, lives in your walls, aim demon on occasion by choice, and would rather be playing plate up. And then we have one of one, who's the initiator, says that this game sucks.
So real and true. Anyway, in the meantime, those fun facts were for OS. I hope you enjoy. In the meantime, the first Deluxe week for both teams. Seems like Hazard will be going to Jet, Spence, and 2 rats on Phoenix and Keyjoy respectively. Not everyone on L7 has hovered yet, but so far looks like I'd say a comp that makes sense for Fracture. I don't know if there's any sort of meta comp
chamber. I do not think Bomber is locking chamber. He is a Cypher one trick. This is a psyop. This is a psyop. He's not locking the chamber. If I am wrong, I don't know what I will say.
What if he did? You know, it'd be pretty cool.
That'd be cool. But yeah, I don't know how that would so happen, but anyways.
Oh, never mind.
And yeah, I was correct. I've been vindicated. Yay!
That would have been so cool, though.
Oh yeah, and another notable talking point. FSG CCR is on IR, so we wouldn't have an excuse not to sign Saints. Interesting. So, I mean, some Saints slander going on. It's always great to have some Saints slander. That is a joke. Please do not take that seriously.
Someone ban this guy. No,
yes, yeah. Don't ban. Please don't ban me. You have the power to ban me. So, I mean, honestly, yeah. Please just don't ban me. That's the talking point of that intermission.
True.
Just please don't ban me.
Oh, hey, we loaded in.
Yay! It didn't take 12 years like last time.
Cappy's toaster worked overtime for this load. Sure.
Oh, wasn't Cappy? We're like, well, unfortunately, it wasn't Cappy, so I can't make fun of him anymore.
True. Looks like everyone's in the game properly this time at the beginning.
As OS look towards this A site, playing 2 from Dish and 3 from A main. But it is a stack with the highest number of players.
Yeah, it looks like they'll be going for an aggressive hit. This breach stun should put them off the line for now. Looks like Cookie will get stunned, but they will still have A main control with that Brim smoke. Hazard will be tagged at half HP. That blind will come in, so will 3 people on OS. Now, will they clear this part? Yes, they will, but it doesn't matter. Cookie will get 2. We'll get 2. We'll get traded out. eventually by Azza. 2Rats will also manage to get one in Shampoo. I apologize for the fire because I said my house. Anyway, so looks like Azza will get a second onto Gappy. Yes.
Smokes down.
Looks like the hit will come in for A. Looks like both both defenders will be wrapping around to Dish. The bomb will come in. Looks like Sight will be fairly squarely in the hands of the attackers for now.
I think OS know where this is coming, because I mean there's been crickets at spawn,
Smokes down.
and unless it's a flank from their main, they know where it is.
But Bomber and Bardo are both grouped up together. If they play this correctly, they could be able to trade each other off really well. But it doesn't matter. It looks like Bomber will jump out early. 2Rats will manage to clean it up right afterwards. And Spence will do the same to Bardo, which is a pistol round for OS, which is a very good start for them.
Very good start. Taking the momentum right out of L7's hands. But yeah, beautiful trading. And I mean, even though Cookie got the first 2 kills, OS managing to get a pick on that Dish side. And that will equalize the round. And with Cappy being the last remaining on site against 3, there was no chance he was surviving that, unfortunately. As they will be looking towards this Dish side, the side of L7, looking to get proactive here and take this early fight. But will OS fall for it and lose one of their guns very quickly?
But it looks like they're for another aggressive Dish hit this time. Looks like they will manage to gang up on Spence with that Spectre. 2Rats, if she doesn't, will get 2, but will get eventually traded by Shampoo with a classic. That is a lot of guns for the defenders. A Spectre and a Stinger, I believe. However, the remaining attackers alive have 2 Guardians and a Spectre, which are notably better guns than a Spectre and a Stinger. So, I'd say this round is quite winnable either way if L7 are able to trade each other very good enough, but it seems like looks like the attackers are again aware of this Dish flood. But this time they've got a better chance with better guns than last round, than pistol round, and however the concuss will steer them away for now. Looks like a lot of the Avatar as well will at least curb the hit for a second. The retake, I mean. That blind is good onto Bomber. The time is going down. They will not have time. Hazard will take down Bomber. Shampoo will get Azza, but seems like the Hail Mary will come in. 1 of 1 will get both Bardo and Shampoo and clean up their buy round.
More importantly, saving 2 Guardians, and 2 people didn't bought fairly lately in 2Rats and Azza, but only one of them will opt to buy. But I mean, 3 rifles here for the side of OS, I believe, looking as their buy right now. I mean, I feel like this is a winnable round. And the way they've been playing and trading, I mean, 2Rats getting 2 kills. 2 for 2 trade, which is a very good kill ratio for a buy round. I'm only losing that Spectre and Stinger allowed them to win that round.
Absolutely, and in the meantime, looks like they'll be going for another. L7 will be going for another aggressive hit outside of B main this time. Bardo will also try to peek out of Dish. We'll get tagged down to 32 HP. We'll get forced out of his position, but Azza will get the first pick onto Bomber, and they are fairly aware of Bardo in the corner as well. We'll manage to clean up.
Spike planted.
Cappy in the meantime will get 1 kill onto Hazard. It is a 3v4 retake situation for L7 currently. But this time, they've got control of... Never mind, they're not going through Dish. So, they've got 1 CT
main now.
going through... Yeah. Aftershock will come and will force him out of this position. And looks like the pincer from main comes in. Run of 1 is not aware that they don't have main control, but it looks like they'll go in. Looks like the touches will be good, but... Like, whoa, all up to Shampoo, but it's a 1 versus 1 Shampoo versus Spence, and it's not planted for Spence. He might be able to gets half and managed to get a 3K, cleaning up an almost very close round.
Some things you just
very good clutch from Shampoo, but I mean a lot of damage done by the side of OS. They should be very happy with that round. A lot of damage done. But, I mean, some of them did buy into that last round, but, I mean, this L7 buy isn't going to look pretty either. So, I mean, it's going to be 2 decent rounds. I mean, it looks like OS might opt to save this round. All Sheriffs, I mean, their chances of winning are still pretty high with this buy from L7. But Shampoo, Azza, and Spence both have their ults here.
Watch and learn.
Absolutely. And in general, I think this is a much better start for OS that we've seen from OS, at least,
Oh, yeah,
compared to the first map. And
beautiful.
I'm excited to see what happens in the rest of this game. In the meantime, looks like they'll be going for a fast 5-man hit through Arcade. Spence will be using his run it back on their same round. Looks like also be the Bucky from Cappy coming in tower. Yeah, that's what it's called. Tower. Oh, everyone will be blind in tower. Looks like Cappy will still have tower control though with that Bucky. As will manage to make it through onto in front of spawn. One will manage to trade him out with the sheriff. As will manage to pick up bomber with the vandal that she picked up in front of their spawn. But do they know that Bardo has managed to catch this timing around Arcade? I'm not sure, but it looks like they might be aware of it, at least to some
They're
degree.
repivoting
Bardo
A.
will get tagged down to 5 HP, and the attackers go through the defender spawn
Spike
to
planted.
go A.
Open up
Looks like
the
Last
Shampoo
player
opting for
standing.
the Brimble. We'll manage to get Azza on site, but it is a 1v3 and it is planted open. So it's a tall order for anyone, really.
You know, he's here, and
Only
this
four
is
summoners
just,
in
this is
yep.
just unfortunate
Yep.
for Shampoo. And even with the save, with only the sheriffs able to win that round, some good strategy from the side of OS, and they have a great start in this game right now. So yeah, I mean, good strategy from the side of L7. That pivot through spawn got them the free plant, as Hazard has disconnected. So we will be on a quick break for a little bit of time here, as OS with a great start. I mean, they cannot they cannot let these shotguns take advantage of them. They know that Cappy is going to be playing with these shotguns on these eco rounds. This round they'll have much better guns from the side of OS. This is the time, than the side of L7. This is the time to really put the rounds in the bag and start putting rounds in your hand while you can on these eco rounds. Take advantage of the weaker weapons and keep winning these rounds. I mean, they can keep winning these rounds. I mean, this is going to get out of control very quickly. This could end up just like the first map, except now reversed, and the other team doing what was done to them, done to their opponents now. But I think this double duelist is looking very good.
I mean, yes, okay. So both teams? No, not both teams. It has swapped. OS is the running double duelist instead of L7 this time, and the results have flipped as well. So, I mean, in general, I think OS are playing around this attack side very well. They've managed to touch these pivots and these timings through whatever avenues that they pick very well. And although L7 are trying their best to get proactive in main, in arcade, in dish, it's not exactly working out in their favor right now. Usually because they pick wrong. And I think the only time that we've seen them pick correctly was one time in arcade, which they did get good chip damage onto OS, but at the end of the day, OS managed to find out their weaker points and managed to, I think that was around where they managed to pivot through spawn, defender spawn. So OS in general have a very good read on this map so far, at least compared to L7. And it definitely shows. It's definitely a better start. They already have the same amount of rounds as they did on Divine, so it can only get better from here, truly. In the meantime, it seems Hazard, who had disconnected, might have reconnected, so we should be getting back into this game shortly, hopefully. Smile. Got confirmation that everyone is back, so hopefully we should be restarting this game soon. As the match timer comes down, and we shall be getting into the 5th round of Fracture soon. In the meantime, it looks like OS will be going for a split. Few in attacker spawn, a few over on arcade side of the other side, it seems. Looks like Elsa will be getting proactive through dish.
Look at these positions.
Yeah, they're taking the long hills, they understand this, but Messageros will manage to get... It'll equalize to a 4v2,
Last
sorry.
player standing.
But it's all
Wow.
up to Cappy with a Bucky in arcade. And looks
I mean,
like
these
two rats,
ratty positions, wow.
2 rats and Spence cleaning up the entire team on the other
That is-
side of that map.
That is a crazy read right there. Oh my. I mean, that is just some incredible play. I mean, the fact that I haven't thought of that. Is like crazy. I mean, it's a great play that allowed them to get easy pickings, and they were not expecting, or the side of L7 was not expecting any OS members to be on that side of the map, and they denied them a lot of crucial info, and they just peeked into their crosshairs, which allowed them to get 3 early picks, and then the last pick on that A side just sealed the round.
Absolutely, but it looks like we'll be heading into the 6th round here with the default split. No one is on arcade side, but it seems like both mains will be pressured at least a little bit. Pinks will come in. Looks like the bomb is...
You should run.
They have not committed the bomb yet, but it looks like the lockdown will be on B. That'll push everyone off of site, and at the very least, that will force some rotates over to B side. But it seems like the bomb is aiming to go A, which is something L7 might start to realize fairly soon. Yes. No. Wait. No.
They have no idea.
They have no idea. It's all just Two Rats who has made enough noise to leave A completely open. L7 is starting to realize this ruse though, and are going to go for. Yeah, they're starting to realize. Bomb will go down, but looks like Spence will be trying to get some info in spawn. Bomber will get Spence, but Spence will get some info in response. Fade ult will come in. Looks like they'll hit. I believe that was 2. But the Raise Ruckus will come in. Cookie will manage to get 1 on site, and Cappy will manage to get Azza on site as well. It is a fair retake.
Last player.
Oh no, will manage to get 1, will get immediately turned by Bardo. It's all up to Spence in main, forced to reload and forced to deal with the defuse coming in. L7 will manage to do a successful retake to get their 2nd round on their defense half.
It was a really good round strategically from the side of OS. Unfortunately, the ults in the favor of L7 were far too strong for them to handle. And that cage ult was pretty smart. With faking towards that A side, faking towards that B side and pivoting to that A side was very effective, but them getting that first kill on Two Rats was just unfortunate, and
this is a nice spot.
Allowed a 5v4 with 2 incredibly powerful ults, which unfortunately got them the round win for the side of L7.
But it seems like OS will be going for a more... They'll be splitting up on the sides of... Yeah, of the map, I suppose. But it looks like L7 will be getting proactive with Cookie and... Yes, getting pick, but they'll both get a pick. A-main is theirs. They'll back up, but that's 2 picks down, 1 of 1 in Hazard, and especially that Rolling Thunder will be gone for the attackers. While the bomb will get dropped, but A-main is squarely in the hands of the attackers, but Azza is all alone on the other side of Fracture, of attackers spawn. Oh, looks like she'll be going along that rope to meet up with her teammates for the time being. Spence will grab Orb, but Bomber, if they go through B, they're going to have to deal with Bomber setup to some extent. And it looks like they want to head B, which is currently the less stacked side of L7, but with that gunshot that might call over the rotate from Cappy. Yes.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. And now it'll be an even 3v3, at least for the site take for now. Yes. Looks like the smokes will come in, but Bomber's trips are still here, and if they hit that, Bomber's in a spot to spam. Bomb will go down with barely enough time left, and everyone on L7 is already here.
L7 has to play a retake.
But the timing, we'll manage to, we'll not get the swarm grenade in the right spot for now. And they've already got sight so free. Bomber will just manage to stick to defuse. There's not a lot Spence can do from this position. Bardo will get a 3K, clean up the round, and clean up a 3rd round for L7.
I mean, a flawless 3rd round. I mean, unfortunately, there was a skirmish main that ended up in the side of L7, and they were just happy to play the retake with very large numbers advantage, and that was the right call, and ended up getting them a flawless victory in this. So now, I mean, what OS has to do is stop this momentum from turning around here on the side of L7, and they have to use this Rolling Thunder and this Brimstone ult very well, and allow them to win this round here.
Yeah, but it looks like, looks like Shampoo and Cookie will be going for some more A-main aggression. Not Shampoo and Cookie, I mean Cappy and Cookie. But seems like they've got A-main control for now. they won't be opting to go as aggressive as they did the round prior. But A main is still in the control of their hands. Now, for OS, doesn't seem like they've committed to anything fully just yet. Bomb is still in spawn. Seems like one of one will be going to pick it up shortly. And it seems like they'll be going for an A hit. Very standard stuff. Looks like they haven't made any noise yet, but Cookie will leave. That is, yeah, the attackers will hear that, so they'll start to go up A main quietly in the time being. Shampoo will get spotted.
You're dead.
The run it back will be used. So it looks like they're going to an A hit. Everyone on L7 has rotated to CT on A at this point. Now, this is going to be a tough thing because L7 still has a good amount of their util. Bomb will go down, and I believe, yes, 101 has his Rolling Thunder, so he can always use it for post plant if necessary. Now everyone on L7 is here.
Counter ult is necessary here.
Yeah.
He's gonna rip it. Cappy's gonna send it.
Rolling Thunder comes in. 101 will get spotted. That retake is coming in. Cookie will manage. 101 will take down Cookie, never mind. But it looks like we'll get immediately traded out. Hazard will get Bomber. Oh my god, there's so many trades going on. Asa getting 2. It is all up to Bardo front sight, but there's not a lot of time left, and the bomb is planted squarely for main. Tutelary will manage to take him out. A 5th round for OS.
Wow, what a scrappy round. I mean, well played from the side of OS. Trading each other out, trading Kizzy, and then Asa able to trade out that kill and more, getting the second kill, and making a 3-1, putting Bardo out of the round in L7. Do get defeated in that round, despite them using the Rolling Thunder. But no answer from the side of Kizzy. They still have the Rolling Thunder, and now they have the Brimstone ult and the Jet ult. So yeah, I mean, it'll be interesting how they can use that this round.
Get out of my way!
Asa's got the iPad out. Looks like she's got a plan for this Brimstone ult. They'll be going for a 5-man hit through B main. Only one, the closest one here is Bomber. Might hit that trick if they're not careful. Oh! Rolling Thunder will be used. It won't hit anyone since Bomber is playing offside. We'll manage to get Hazard. We'll manage to get Spence as well. That is a 5v2 almost instantaneously. And managed to get a tag on a 3rd.
Blinding.
And as a result, L7 have the attackers pinched. 101 will get spammed with the ult, with the tag, I mean. Tutelary will get 1, will get good damage onto Shampoo, but now it's all onto Asa. It's getting pinched. Will manage to get Cappy and Bomber. It's a 1v3. Still a tall order though, and she's got to play this almost perfectly if she's going to want a chance in this round. And it seems like the attackers are fairly, the defenders are aware of where she is. Will get taken down, but not after killing. But I can't talk. She got 2 good kills. It was wonderful. But a 1v5
that Cypher setup just eating OS to shreds.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, not able to deal with that Cypher setup. But Asa having a good round, getting 2 quick kills. I mean, if that was getting a little bit dangerous. 1v2, very winnable situation. But unfortunately, the positions were too unpredictable for her to handle, and that'll be another round in the bag of L7.
Absolutely. I mean, for OS, looks like they'll be going for an A split once again. The breach pickup will come in. Bardo instead will be here to receive for the most part. That blind will not hit, but yeah. It looks like Tutelary will get Cookie and will manage to spot out another in Shampoo on Dish. They know he's here, but will they be able to sniff him out? Seems like they're... Or Shampoo will manage to get the first one onto Spence, and he's aware that there's a second one here in 2 rats. But Bardo is so low that the remaining people of OS managed to have A main control. Shampoo managing to live with 2 HP, but will get taken down by a double swing in A main. Now it... Cappy is the closest onto site, which is in the hands of the attackers in OS. We'll manage to get pretty good spam onto... Actually, no, never mind, I lied. But it looks like it's a 2v4 for L7. It's interesting to see this on the other side. Looks like they'll go for a save this time. It's a 2v4. It's a very rough round. So looks like they'll just back away. They'll say, hey, I'm going to save my guns this time. Oh, or, yeah, looks like Bomber might go for some exits. But doesn't seem like L7 are going to particularly go for a round win. in the meantime, oh, it looks like they'll be going for Bomber. Bomber will at least be here, and
They don't have a clue, unfortunately. He might swing
but
out.
it doesn't seem like they're gonna swing far enough for him to be able to capitalize.
Playing very disciplined. So I mean, that was a great hit from the side of from OS. I mean, they got the first pick on that raise there in Cookie, and then afterwards able to get the kill on Bardo, which put pressure on Shampoo to get out of Dish. But by getting out of Dish, he was exposed to a lot of crosshairs and got damaged a lot, and then the util cleared him out, and that was the round over. 4v2 retake. Those two players, Cappy and Bummer, were locked out of that round. This is now 6-2, and final buy round for L7 until they have to save.
Yeah, I mean, again, looks like OS will be going for a... I mean, this is nothing we haven't seen before from them so far. 2 Rats and Spence on the arcade side of, yeah, near B, but the other 3 outside A main. Looks like Cookie will be going from aggressive A main presence, while Spence will be getting the orb, backing out. Looks like they might be going for actually no, I won't say that just yet. They haven't committed, but it seems like they're interested in at least poking around A, but so are the defenders. They've got 2 working up Dish so far. They might have heard that. That blind will be good. Bardo will manage to get both 2 Rats and Spence, getting 2 Rats blind as well. That is Dish fully in the hands of the defenders, and the remaining 3 main have been forced out of their usual comfortable split. They will go Sands. That concuss will be good onto almost everyone, the attackers. They've got Sands, but what else do they have? Looks like Cappy will get Hazard, yes. Trying to get some space out of Sands. It is all up to Azza and 1 of 1. They've got Sands, but not much else currently. Yeah, the truck will come in to make sure they don't pitch immediately, but it seems like everyone on... Oh!
1 enemy remaining.
We'll get traded. We'll get a good kill, but we'll get traded. 13 seconds left on the clock. Azza has the bomb, but not a lot of time, and they've got a lot of util. So it looks like it's a bomb down, but won't be able to get her life afterward. Looks like Bardo will get a 3K. Huge round from Bardo, honestly, in general. Holy.
I mean, really unfortunate play happening at Dish. Both of the players full flash by the Phoenix Flash.
Last round before the switch.
But fortunately, it's not Counter-Strike. The charge sprays do not work as well in this game. And Spence getting an unfortunate whiff. But, I mean, things like that happen. And Spence had been having a pretty good game entering so far. And he'll have to recover. But yeah, I mean, L7, everyone, still a final buy round here. It feels like every single round has been a gun round, as these teams just been battling it out throughout this game. Very close matchup.
Absolutely, but in the meantime, it looks like the last round of this half will be going for another standard hit. 2 Rats and... I know. Actually, no. They swapped it up a little. They brought over Hazard to Dish side. 2 Rats will be supplementing a Dish push this time. Looks like the blind will be good onto Cookie. They've got some semblance of A main control for now, but... Oh, but 1 of 1 might get pitched if he isn't careful. That spam won't hit for now, but Cookie's bullets will. A-main is fairly squarely in the hands of the attackers for now. Spence hoping to get some space, will be unable to get anything too significant. Bardo, in the meantime, will manage to get Hazard in Dish side, I believe.
This bomb is stranded in A-main side. I mean, Spence and 2 Rats will have to have miracles to get out of this round.
Bot coming back.
I mean,
As
absolutely.
victorious.
Yeah, but it looks like they're grouped up. Hopefully, at the very least, they might be able to get 1 trade. But again, a 2v5 is a tough call. Not saying that OS haven't done it before. They did pull it off last game with Azza and Hazard. But
Also, don't know why they're extending so much into B. The trips haven't hit anything, and they have the bomb right there.
they've still got 2 on the bomb. Yeah.
They've realized now. They've realized. I think they didn't know before. They didn't notice it.
The time is
really
so
low.
And the breach run will be good. We'll clean up both Spence and 2 Rats for an even 6-6 half. On the second phase.
Flawless last round. I mean, some good play from L7 to come back in that half from 4-1 down. Now equalizing this half. As Spence will be calling a timeout for this defense side. I mean, might as well get the timeouts used because none of the timeouts were used in that first half. So I mean, it'll be very important for the side of OS to start this half out strong, get the pistol round again, and I mean, if they have that down for them, they will have a good time on this half. Even if they don't get it, I feel like you just need to. If they take the first two, you take the second two. I mean, you just can't let rounds get out of control and rounds to spiral into a large win streak of rounds. That's really the key to the game at this point.
Absolutely, but it seems like the teams seem a little more balanced this time around. Might be because Fracture is a fairly new map, comparatively, but a lot more solid performances coming out from Two Rats from Azza for OS, and Shampoo and Cappy once again put it into the work for L7. So it's been a much more even game in general. It's been wonderful to see, and let's see what L7 cooks up on their attack half this time for their pistol round. Speaking of, seems like they'll be going for a fairly heavy main hit. The only one on the other side of attacker spawn will be Bomber, who will probably be just lurking around trying to see if he can get some timings on some people, but it looks like they'll be going into... Hazard will be the one taking the most aggressive hits. He will concuss, but will get full blinded by Spence as well, but seems like they're also aware of this A main hit. Trying to get some space out. We'll get some chip damage. Oh, the blind will be good. Oh, but the 2K with Spence and 1 of 1 down to 10 HP, but took 2 down. In the meantime, Bomber's got good base up dish. And he's aware that there's at least one on site, but they've got Sans control.
Down and out.
As a will manage to get, Cookie will get traded out by Bomber on dish. Now Hazard is still here on site. We'll get one. We'll get two. Two very solid shots from Hazard, and it's all up to Bomber, who is outside of dish. Looks like they're aware that he's dropped at this point. Down to 50 HP. Down to 50.
Very good round from Hazard.
Wow. What a great round from Hazard, yeah. Very solid.
Hazard recovering that round, and with the Sheriff, and 3 great shots, 2 headshots, and then cleaning up Bomber at the end from the chip damage from Two Rats. And I mean, it was a great round played by L7, but I mean, OS Hazard able to use his firepower and use the Sheriff, which is a very good gun in the pistol round, to his advantage, and getting those 2 kills to clean up the round.
Absolutely. I mean, I think all of those were headshots, and honestly, like, I wish my Sheriff did that. But anyway, I digress. Looks like L7 will be going for a full 5-man hit through Arcade. Looks like the closest one will be Spence with a Stinger here to receive.
Looks like it's a trap here with the breach.
Yeah. But looks like the walk is actually... They're not expecting... No, actually, they do expect it this way with the kid's shirt going off. Will manage to get 1 chip damage. 2 Rats will get 2 as a trade in the meantime. And all that's left is Cookie in Arcade. We'll get cleaned up by 1 of 1 with a Bulldog fairly quickly.
Really good trap by L7, or no, not by OS. Having the stun ready, the KJ turret ready, and then Spence and Two Rats playing in a high-low position, and that was just quick pickings of the round. And that trap, yeah, Operation Bait Spence. I mean, Spence was baited, but he was able to get 1 traded, and then Two Rats and Kizzy able to finish it out very cleanly.
Meantime, looks like it'll be the first gun round for L7. Hazard with the Outlaw. Sure, shots will be fired. I don't think any landed, perhaps, but good presence shown anyway by L7. Looks like OS has better presence on A, so this read of going B, for now at least, is a better option. Seems like L7 will be making their way up rather quietly for now. 4 B main, and then Bomber hanging around Arcade, making sure no one is around there trying anything funny for the time being.
Looks like OS is reading into this a little bit.
Yeah. KG ult coming in, but Hazard is better with the Outlaw, and Two Rats managed to getting a close range kill with a Stinger. will get treated by Bomber after doing some pretty good chip damage. Shampoo with the bomb hasn't gone down quite yet. It should be going down. Oh, never mind. Getting aftershock, going into 2 people. Oh, we'll manage to get the first onto Hazard with the Outlaw. What do they know that
Spike planted.
Spence is B main?
Oh, you ain't coming
We'll
back.
get the first onto Bomber.
Last
Caught
player
unaware,
standing.
but Bardo and up to Bardo and Shampoo on site. All to Spence. He will cook Shampoo a little with the Phoenix Molly. All up to
He has
Bardo.
his ult now.
Yeah, he's got his run it back. He's able to find out where's Bardo.
Watch your eyes.
Oh, gets full blinded, and Spence has a second blind. But it doesn't. Bardo, it keeps getting full blinded and still kills everyone anyway.
5 HP, unfortunate, but very close round for OS. They've did a lot of damage here, and this time they can buy a second round. Unlike last half where they only had a splintered buy. It was just pure domination on that buy round. Now they can buy again.
Absolutely. I mean, that was their bonus, I believe. So, again, really good damage onto L7 that round. They did win, and yeah, but very good damage. Anyway, in the meantime, looks like Bomber will get an immediate pick onto Hazard in Dish. Yes, Dish. And it looks like this A split will be coming in fairly quickly. The Fate Dog will come in through Sands, getting some good info that there's no one at least there, but if Az is not careful, she might get caught out unawares, but seems like the smoke will come down. Going for a... yeah. Yep, it will be an A hit. Cookie will get hit by that aftershock, but the site is L7's, but a lot of OS has already rotated except for 2 rats. Bomb will go down, for sure.
Spike planted.
Spence here in a dangerous spot.
Yeah.
Right here.
Could catch Shampoo off guard here. He has the right timing.
Absolutely. Seems like Spence... oh, Spence will manage to catch Shampoo. Spence will get Shampoo, play back. Bomber will manage to equalize onto Azza though. 2 rats and Spence both getting kills. So Bomber getting a Bomber's on a 3K.
1 enemy remaining.
But we'll get eventually treated out by 2 rats. We'll get cooked by the Brim Molly. No, Phoenix Molly.
Imagine if I died.
Phoenix Molly and a Bucky.
So
So I mean,
Yeah.
there's no way he's coming out of that round alive. If he wins that
My
round,
ultimate is ready. Oh,
that would have
no, you
been
don't
tragic
deserve
for the
my
side of OS.
emotions.
But yeah, I mean, getting the KJ ult too, very good round for the side of OS, and they still are able to buy into this round. As L7 did buy the last round, so their eco is very rough so far. So it'll be an eco round from side of L7 here.
I mean, in general, this is a much better showing for OS. I mean, 7-9 in favor of OS, much better. I mean, this is a lot more than the amount of they got on Bind, so it looks like they've regained their footing at least partially, and it's a much closer game, which I'm happy to see. Anyway, in the meantime, looks like L7 will be hitting for a B hit this time. Looks like Cookie will be poking around Dish. We'll be getting some info. We'll get pushed back by the Phoenix Molly, but in the meantime, everyone else on... oh, never mind. Bomber has rotated around to Dish to support Cookie, but it seems like it doesn't really matter too much as most everyone OS has... except for... I lied. 1-on-1 will get Bomber with the Guardian, but he's still aware that Cookie might be lurking around, but it seems like the rest of L7 is tower/main, so... ooh. Hazard gets spotted, but will be able to dash away into Canteen. Seems like Sight is really squarely in the hands of the attackers, but Spence will manage to take down Shampoo, attempting to get onto Sight. Looks like they haven't fully made up their mind. They've elected, hey, I actually don't like this plant, so Bardo's actually gonna leave B, go A,
You know
which
what? No, the OS no.
the OS are fully reading into this. And
There.
they've got a lot of presence on
30
around
seconds
A
left.
already, so yeah. And that blind coming in as well, the blind and the smoke, OS are very aware of this hit, and with not a lot of time left, they're gonna have to
1
submit.
enemy remaining.
Spence and 1-on-1
Spike
both
down
getting
A.
picks. All up to Cappy with the Bucky once more. It doesn't seem like he'll be able to do much.
This is
10
why you don't
seconds
bulk on
left.
attack site, folks.
more with a Bucky. That is not impossible with a shotgun at this range, so OS will comfortably win their 10th round.
If you're not being shot at, you're doing something wrong.
And yeah, this will call a L7 timeout. I mean, OS have had a great defense side so far, just picking the team apart. But now L7 on a bye round, very crucial round here, but because if this round doesn't go in their favor, the eco will get out of control for the side of OS, and L7 will be forced on another save round, possibly making it 7-12 and making it a very, very hard hill to climb on.
Absolutely. I mean, OS in general have been able to work together a lot better. Two Rats, especially, has been shooting real good this game, 18-8, and has been able, especially on, like, even if their attack half was like a little more back and forth with the 6-6, I believe it was still a lot better coordination from OS, and it's been great to see. But especially on their defense half, they've been able to get these picks. They've been able to find these timings usually, where they've been able to just isolate these L7 members, or they've just popped off like Hazard pistol round, just getting a 3K with a bunch of headshots, swinging that pistol round as well. I mean, yeah. So lots of good shots.
A lot better side from OS. OS winning more rounds in both of these halves that they did all last game, which is a very good sign for them that they can recover even from these really hard defeats. But yeah, now with a proactive setup towards this B side, see what they can do with that new look for L7.
Seems like L7 is going A though, looking like the Prowlers hitting dish. Lot of footsteps, a lot of noise going through Sands, going through main, going through dish. The only one, Azza and Two Rats will be here to receive. Neither of them will be on site though. Looks like that showstopper won't be around for much. Looks like the showstopper will just be fired into CT, which shouldn't land on anyone. Bomb will go down without much fuss, but is also, yeah. But everyone on OS is here, ready for the retake. Not a lot of utility was used, so seems like as long as, yeah. The lockdown will go in as well. A random Cypher dart will manage to hit onto the breach. Now Cookie's the only, Cookie has been isolated on site, it seems. Bardo will be forced to back up afterward. Now Cookie will get detained, but Shampoo and Cookie managed to get backstep 2 in the back. One of one will manage to trade onto Cookie eventually. But Hazard is on the bomb, and he will at least be able to get hacked. Will get cleaned up promptly by Bardo, and the Aftershock will only let him get hacked. A good recovery from L7.
Yeah, I mean, they still lost a lot of guns. I mean, this eco is still going to be pretty tight for them. I mean, they will be able to get a full buy, but now OS do have an op, which is a very large X factor in this round. How can Hazard use this op to get map control, and how will L7 recover and react to this? L7, do you have two ults here? They have the Cypher ult and the Brim ult. I mean, only the Brim ult is highly impactful. I mean, the Cypher ult can have a high impact, but Brim ult can be felt more. Be interesting how they can play this round.
Eon actually hates Cyphers, I'm hearing.
Well, I mean, it's not a rolling thunder or.
Anyway, it looks like the orbital strike will come in. It looks like a fairly solid B hit from L7. Oh, Two Rats will manage to get a spam kill onto Bardo by just good timing alone. That's a very crucial early pick. Sight will be in the hands of the attackers, but the numbers will be in the hands of the defenders. Bomb will go down. Looks like it's a fairly awkward plant spot. They're gonna have to play on site for this one, and the defenders themselves are already, they're gearing up for that rolling thunder.
They're all stuck in tower.
Almost everyone except for Shampoo, but regardless, looks like the defenders will be able to flat out onto site fairly easily. Wait, what is going on? So many trades going on. It's a 2v3 in favor of OS. The bomb will start to get defused. Bomb will manage to get one.
Remaining.
It's all up to Cookie.
Satchel out.
It is half, but if Cookie plays this right, Two Rats won't have time to defuse. And yeah, it seems like Cookie plays this. Wait. Ooh. Almost gets enough time, but Cookie manages to stall long enough for L7 to get a 9th round.
I feel like if 2rats sticks that would have been a win. Jing not peeking. I mean, that's a dangerous play to make. I mean, not peeking is very, very risky when the bomb is halved. I mean, just unlucky from 2rats not getting a swing from Cookie, which is just unfortunate and an unorthodox play. But I mean, L7 coming back into this game, and it'll force OS onto a save here. The timeout has paid off for them, but how can OS respond? They can definitely come back into this game and take it around.
Absolutely. I mean, still a very even match, and it seems like OS are going to get proactive into arcade. 2rats and 101 here to receive a possible arcade hit. We'll get Bardo. They'll both get taken out. Good damage onto Bardo, but that is about it. Hazard will manage to do a quick flank. We'll get caught on a Cypher Trip as well as a Neural Theft. Bomber will be down in Sewer. Bomb will go down, and everyone's positions on OS will be revealed, as well as with the Haunt. I'm not sure that caught Spence, but that definitely caught Hazard. So, ooh, that season. I don't know if that was actually. But it doesn't matter. Looks like Hazard will get one, get immediately traded by Bardo, and it's all up to Azza in CT. We'll get good chip damage onto Cappy. We'll get forced up by the afterthought. And we'll get cleaned up by Cookie promptly afterward. It scores now even, guys. It's even.
Yeah, it's even. Was a save round, but I mean, they still got 1 kill, and I feel like these OS proactive plays could get a lot of value. I mean, it's just unfortunate timings. The Y swing from Cookie, able to get one, drawing the crosshair as well. The support players in the back, Bardo and Hazard, not Hazard, sorry, that's the wrong team. And Bomber play in the background, getting those kills. Very good gameplay from the side of L7, and I mean, just the OS proactive plays, they succeed a lot. They need to keep doing it.
But it seems like L7 will be going for another B hit, going for another B split. Seems like, but with it's still a fairly even gun round. Seems like Shampoo and Kepi don't have quite the full armor, but okay, doesn't guarantee any things. They're taking things slow. They've learned from the Spence bait, and they are clearing out everything quite diligently. The Rolling Thunder will come in from L7. As will the KJ setup in tower. Hazard will manage to get the first kill onto Cappy. Again, sight might be in the hands of the attackers for now, but it is still a 5v4, and Shampoo will take down the run it back. We'll get tagged down though.
Oh wow, what a molly!
We'll get a good molly kill onto Shampoo, and Spence in the meantime with 2 kills onto Bomber and Bardo. It's all up to Cookie in tower. He's got the bomb, but he doesn't have very much space. Will he try and back out to A, or will he just try and get he'll try and get a timing? Seems like at least he's trying to at least isolate someone, but OS aren't giving him much space to work with the Brim smoke, and no one's giving him enough aggro peeks. First one he might peek into is maybe 2rats. We'll get good damage. That's the first kill onto 2rats, but will run into a crossfire soon afterward. OS get their 11th round on the board.
Very good round. I mean, that is a crucial round to win, as that would have knocked them onto another save. But now it is 11-11. It's a very, very tight game, and it feels like it's in anyone's hands as of now. It's really up to whoever can play best in these last rounds. Whoever can not succumb to the pressure will win this game. It is very, very close. And the L7 guns don't look incredible right now. It looks like they're saving for last. But OS have very good guns, and they're looking to capitalize.
I will say that anything is possible. Hazard will try and shoot through something that cannot be penetrated, so
No, it was penetrated.
Yeah. Was it? I don't think so.
I mean, yeah, there were
I don't know.
holes in the dish.
I might be tripping. Regardless, it seems like L7 are going for an A split. They get the orb, but actually, I lied. The guy with the bomb is actually leaving, so actually I eat my words almost immediately. So, seems like Bomber and Cookie will be hanging out in dish for the time being. Maybe Cookie might be going for a little bit of noise or a lurk. Looks like everyone else will be going back to B, going back to 2rats and Spence in tower and arcade respectively. Now they've done this before, so it's possible that Bomber just at least try and clear this, but with a high-low setup, it might be difficult.
Like L7 don't know where they want to go here.
Yeah, but seems like Bomber will get spotted. We'll get a good bit of util from Spence in the flash and the molly, but it seems like the bomb is actually going to go and read it. Oh! Get Bardo will manage to
30
take down Hazard, which is close on site. Cookie will manage to get the showstopper kill onto Azza as well. It is a 5v3, and Cabby will get a third onto 101. It is a 5v2, and while OS have the better guns, L7 have sight and have all 5 members still active and alive. Regardless of guns, this is going to be an extremely hard round to get back into. It looks like Spence will try and go for some spam for top site. There's a lot of space he's going to have to clear. Are they aware that there's someone... Oh, Therese was not aware of Cappy right under her.
Looks like Spence is going to play for exits here.
Yeah, it looks like Spence will be forced to save. Looks like that... Spence will get the first kill onto Cookie. Will manage to keep his gun for the time being. But... Seems like they're still going. But looks like L7 say, oh! That Spence almost died there, but he didn't.
It'll be interesting to see if OS opt to buy into this round, because I mean, it's 11-11. You can definitely buy for next here. So I mean, yeah, the ult economy is kind of even right now. OS is closer to a few powerful ults. They're closer. They have the Brim ult, and they're also close to the KJ ult with 2 orbs off. So it'll be interesting to see how they can capitalize off those orbs if they can get any, and how will they play.
But it looks like both the duelists here on OS will be going for an aggressive dish push. Looks like he will hear all this commotion. Will not be able to get... No damage will be done for now, but Spence will get out his hot hands in response. But it looks like the bomb itself is going up A main for now. Going to the stack side, Cookie's the only one on the other side, so if both manage to isolate him, that might open up dish for the defenders. But looks like Cookie's not going to give them any space for now, while we got 3 on L7 taking that A main control as well as the bomb. Looks like Cookie will finally go down. Spence will manage to get the first pick of the round. And looks like OS is, yeah.
Bomber lurking towards that B side, calling his team members back, but I think OS have kind of know where it's going here. As Spence, Hazard, and Azza are pushing towards that north side of the map.
Yeah, I mean, OS are going to start pinching. It looks like L7 are going to get the bomb down, but OS has control of Arcade for the time being, and Bomber will hear a lot of this. Will manage to thread the needle through. Will get second, but will eventually get traded by Azza. Cappy's here. We'll get the kill onto Azza, trying to smoke. Yeah. It is all up to 2 rats and 1of1.
Last player standing.
We'll get taken down by Bardo, but we'll be good for the train. But down to 8 HP, and we'll have to deal with Shampoo and May, who manages to clean him up, and that puts L7 on match point.
I mean, still a good round from OS. I mean, they got the first pick and they couldn't finish it off, unfortunately. But now they have that Phoenix ult and that Brim ult, and are one off the KJ ult and 2 off of the Brim ult. This could get into a very chaotic round very quickly if L7 do not play carefully here, as they will be looking towards this A main side, fully A main. It'll be interesting how OS can respond to this aggression right here.
Heading into this potential last round of this game, looks like everyone's got Vandals, and looks like L7 will be going for heavy presence A main with the Fade Prowler and 4. Everyone except for Bomber will be present on dish. Spence will get 1, but will get traded out by Bardo. Spence survives with 10 HP and some chip damage onto 1of1 as well. Bomber will get Hazard, and dish will manage to get off that Neuro Theft. Everyone on OS revealed to be somewhere in CT. As a result, bomb will go down, but are they aware that Cappy is
planted
right to their close left? I don't believe so. We'll get 1. Spence will get full blind, will manage to get out with his life, but will get concussed in return. It is a 4v3 in favor of L7. Stance control is now in the hands of the defenders, but looks like everyone from L7 have taken up close enough positions at this time. The cross will be good. Bardo will manage to get Azza. All down to 2 rats and Spence. Unable to convert. Bomber getting a 3K, a 13-11. in favor of L7.
It's just an unfortunate turn of events. OS unable to convert that last round. I mean, well played from L7, trading each other off, able to get those ults to spiral it out. Spence and 2rats having great performances, but it's unable to bring OS a victory. It's a great game, and we will probably be heading towards an interview, I believe. I mean, I don't know who it's going to be.
Yeah, but looks like we'll have someone in the VC to interview in a few minutes as we'll go to a brief break.
I've been used to breathing darkness. The hunger never disappeared. But the memories have turned to ashes. Oh, still floating, but I won't surrender to the tide inside of me. Drowning in the endless silence, but I'm who I'm meant to be. I see your light. Take me away from me. Beyond the stratosphere, I'm burning up. You got me falling free into eternity. When you take my eyes
All right, we are back, and we have our interviewee here, part of L7's roster that just 2-0 tonight. We have Shampoo. So, how's it going, Shampoo?
I mean, first map was such a cakewalk that I expected second map to be no different, but they definitely gave us a solid run for our money. I'll say that, and we had to get a bit creative on our attack side. But I think we had a lot of resilience on defense. We came back from 0-5, made it a 6-6 half, and
It was an 05-4-1, buddy. You get it right.
4-1. Oh damn, I can't even count. You have to like expose that on stream. Come on.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Unfortunately. So yeah, I mean, how's the season been going? I've heard that you are the first place team in rounds played per map, and here with the second map, another scrappy one, another 24 round map. I mean, how does it feel having such long, intensive battles throughout the season?
I mean, the maps might be long, but I'll definitely say that my team makes it a whole lot easier to go through it. Solid players and really nice people. So it's always fun playing with them and just trying to win, trying our hardest. That's what keeps us going.
I mean, is there anything that your team would like to improve on, that you think your team could do better in these situations?
I mean, I think it's just
possibly...
we're a very brand new team. We have never played with each other before this season, But I think our chemistry is improving game by game, and we're taking it like match day by match day and trying to just work on that chemistry coordination. I think there was a lot of solid team play on both maps from us, and that's definitely been one of the improvements. I don't expect to see it declining later on in the season. So yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, at the beginning, both Eon and I predicted that Fracture would not come out tonight, and we were actually really surprised that it was picked. So, how did y'all feel playing on Fracture, especially since considering it's not in the competitive
Honestly,
map?
okay, you know what? Like, yeah, OS picked Fracture. I think that's when we knew that like the game is over. I think that's when we knew we were gonna 2-0. Like, it's them picking Fracture.
Yeah.
Out of all maps is a little dubious, and
I
we
mean-
had a lot of confidence going into Bind and expecting the series to just go our way. I will also say, side note here, once again on the Expert Series vlog, we are 7th. And Spence, quote unquote, calling us question marks. I think Spence might be the biggest question mark of them all, getting 0-2 tonight.
Oh.
But, yeah, that's all I'll say about the match.
Well, I mean, he did say that he does want to go into Apprentice. That is one of his things, but I don't think anyone's gonna let that 2-time MVP go back into that tier. I mean, it's just not possible. So he needs to lock it. He might need to lock in, unfortunately. But I mean, thank you, Shampoo, for interviewing. Any more questions?
One more thing.
One more thing.
Shout out to very special person motivating me to try my hardest and get this 2-0 dub. It wouldn't be possible without her. Thank you.
So true. on that fun note, thank you, Shampoo, for coming to interview. Congratulations on your 2-0 tonight. It was wonderful to cast and wonderful to watch.
Yeah, thank you. It was a fun game to play.
All right.
Yay.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to VDC Matchday 4 rescheduled. It's featuring OS and L7, and I hope you guys have a great night and a happy New Year's.
Yay!
Thank you. You as well. Thank you.
Bye, chat.